All right, episode 8, One Breath. This is Scully returning back from her abduction. Mulder and Scully's mom go and look at Scully's headstone, which is pretty grim to look at because, they're sitting there and I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine my kid missing. I feel like they go and they get that headstone pretty quick. Like they're pretty much giving up on Scully very, very fast. like, I don't know. It seemed like they were jumping the gun a little bit. It'd been, what, a couple days? And they're like, yeah, she's dead. Let's not even look for her. I don't know how long it's been, but it hadn't been that long. I mean, I think in order to claim someone dead in absentia, it has to be years. Like, I don't know. Could you claim someone dead that fast and get a grave? Like a tombstone? I don't know. I don't know what the limit is on that, but they think she's dead. Then we meet Scully's sister here, who is a medium, so she's like the exact opposite of Dana. Exact opposite. So, yeah, Melissa is I don't know, like the black sheep of the family. I don't remember. Does she ever mention her sister before this? Whose party does she go to? Is it her sister's? It took such a long hiatus in between that I'm kind of having fuzzy memories of the first season. We find out that Scully, as a medical doctor, this makes sense. That, into her will, she writes, and Mulder was there as a witness, that she does not want to be kept alive by machines. I'm the exact opposite. Keep me alive as long as humanly possible. I don't care what condition I'm in. I want to live forever. Now, Scully in the boat is some imagery that I feel like is iconic to the show. Because I saw this episode all the time airing back in the day, and just Scully in the boat, I don't know, it's just an iconic shot for me. That she's in this like limbo in between life and death, and her dad's coming talking to her, and she can kind of see the people up on the dock. I don't know who the nurse is supposed to be. I don't know if that's like a guardian angel or who that is at the end, because that nurse wasn't actually even there. They make it seem like she's there because Mulder even kind of comes in and it looks like he reacts to her being there. Maybe she was a ghost and Mulder did see her. I mean, he can see some freaky shit. We get the lone gunman in this, so that's always good to see. I dig them. Frohickey's got his crush on full display here, showing up all suited, dolled up with some flowers. We find out that Scully was experimented on. This guy steals Scully's blood. Not sure why. Like, I don't really know what that's all about. Like, why would he steal her blood? Like, if it's the organization that took her in the first place, I feel like they'd have enough of her blood. They can draw more blood from her if he's trying to steal it. Like, we don't want you to see what's in her blood. So it's very odd. It's like he takes it and runs, and it's like, okay, the blood's missing. We'll just take more. And if you're working for the people who took her, why don't you already have blood on file? Like, did you oh shit, we forgot blood, go get some for us? And it just so happens that somebody flatlines like right when she puts that thing down, and he grabs it and run. I don't know, does it make sense to you guys? It didn't really make any sense to me. Maybe they explain it in the episode and I missed it later, because he talks with Mr. X, but Mr. X is just like, if you want answers, Mulder, you're gonna have to go as far as me, or whatever. But yeah, so he chats with Mr. X, freaking Creighton Duke from Jason X. Jesus Christ. And I found this scene to be absolutely ridiculous. So he's chasing a guy through a parking lot. A guy runs off. Mr. X grabs him, pulls him around the corner. They have a full conversation for like 2 minutes. Then Mulder comes out with his gun, and on the same level where he was chasing the guy in the parking lot, he's still on that same level and still running around that close to Mulder. He didn't get in a car. He didn't go down to the next level. He didn't try to get away. He's still walking around up there in that same area. I think it's the basement of the hospital, but he didn't go up. He didn't get in a car. He didn't. What the fuck? Why is he still walking around in that same vicinity? He's like, what? He like went and hid behind a car for a couple minutes and then was like, I guess he left and then got up and ran around. I guess that's the explanation, but it just seemed very weird that it was almost like Mulder was like, hold on that chase for a second. I gotta go have a conversation. We'll resume this in a minute. That's how it is, though. That's how it is. It's like the chase then resumes from where he paused the guy. It was pretty funny. And yeah, I mean, Mr. X ain't fucking around. He goes out there and he's like, just execution style, shoots the guy. And Skinner has a no smoking sign in his thing as a dick move towards the smoking cancer man, whatever you want to call him, but he still has an ashtray on full display right there. So it's like very contradicting. But I like it. I like that Skinner's fighting back. You get Dana's dad visiting her in limbo. We kind of touched on this. That was cute. It was a good way to get Scully back talking to her dad again, since we haven't seen him since the Brad Dourif episode. And he gets Cancer Man's address from Skinner, which I thought was a great moment. He goes in there and, it saves Scully's life, I guess. And then Mulder tries to resign. Skinner comes in and tells such a depressing story about how he killed this kid and he died and he like woke up in a Saigon hospital like 2 weeks later. Skinner has been through some shit. This is where Skinner, like this last episode, 2 episodes ago, I guess, when he's reopening the X-Files, this is what scares them most. And then this episode where he comes in, this is where Skinner's really coming into his own as a kick-ass character. This was like, all right, Skinner. Hell yeah. Skinner rules. And yeah, then Scully wakes up. She's all right. And we find out there was no Nurse Owens. As I said, do you think she was a ghost? Do you think she was a guardian angel? Did Mulder see her? Was there any interactions with her? I don't think there was. So I think it's left open. I don't know. Maybe only Scully could see her. But not sure why we needed to see her outside her body unless she was actually taking some form. Right? Like, if she wanted to play nurse in her head as some ghost, but why is she even dressed as a nurse if she's just a guardian angel? Like, if she was just coming to Dana in her dreams, like, why is she appearing over her bed? It does seem like Mulder acknowledges her. I don't think anyone interacts with her. I think it's like a, Sixth Sense thing. But she's a ghost of the hospital? I don't know. I'm not really sure what they're saying with that. Maybe I missed it. Explain it to me. All right. I'll get to some new episodes here soon. Well, old episodes, I guess. But I'll get to some other episodes soon enough.